Hey, how are you, Tanmay?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. One second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Not too bad. I'm alive, above ground.
How is the weather?
Good, good. Last weekend it was 40 degrees, 42 degrees, but now it's only 30.
So it is now okay.
So
Good.
it's nice. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
30. And how's the weather in West Bengal?
Weather is not so good. Actually, right now it is the time of monsoon, but there is no rain. Sporadic rain is there, but it is not sufficient, and the humidity level is high. So it is not actually right now. Temperature is like 33, 34 degrees centigrade, but it feels like 41, 42 because of
Okay.
heat weather.
The humidity, yeah. The humidity is a killer
Hmm.
for sure. You said that there's not sufficient rain?
Right now, this is the monsoon time, and farmers are harvesting at that time.
Ah,
But
okay.
earlier, maybe in the last week of June or the middle of June, there is sufficient rain. Actually, more than sufficient. But this is the time to rain. Or right now, the farmers need water. But at that time, in my area, there is a shortage of rain, and so the people are actually they are looking to the sky. They are waiting for rainfall.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today in the afternoon there was a rain and it was good. So the weather right now is cold. It's good, not so uh, actually not so humid, not so high.
What did you say was this afternoon?
This afternoon there was a rain
Ah,
in
there was
my
rain.
yeah.
There was rain this afternoon. Nice, nice, cool. What have you been doing today?
Today
Hold on, wait. I can't hear you. I can hear you now.
yeah. So today I woke up. Then I have some. Actually, I went to uh, school. There was some duties to perform there. School. Actually, the class is closed. Class. There is no class. There is no teaching actually at the. But there are some official works to do. And then I came and just watching mobile, watching YouTube,
Okay.
read something. And in the afternoon, I went to rail station. There I have to meet someone. And at that time, there was rain. So I have to wait a little bit there
Ah,
in the evening. That's it. It's a simple day.
okay. A very
Like,
simple day, exactly what I was thinking.
yeah.
And so, are you a teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher.
Okay.
I have been teaching English for about 10 years, secondary and higher secondary level students.
Ah, okay. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And what do you guys do in English class in India? Do you
Actually,
read novels, or do you do grammar exercises, or what type of things do you do?
uh, four the subject or the syllabus is divided into four categories. Those activities are there like in the secondary level. The primary aim is to converse with the people, converse with the students. So there are some real life scenario are there. So the activities are given like to write down something about some experiences or to converse with a fellow student about something like that. There are some poems also, but the primary aim is to correct yourself. They can write properly and they can say something not a very not so hard very fluently, but little bit also. But in higher secondary level, in class 11 and 12, there are some good prose text and also some poems are there. So there in higher secondary level, some emphasis are given to the literature portion, and also the language portion. In the secondary level, most of the cases, the thrust is going on. The thrust or the emphasis has to put on the language, only the language, like and also the grammar. Like they can rectify themselves, like preposition, voice change, narration change, transformation of sentences, like assertive to interrogative. These are some grammatical items we give them, and also write down some paragraphs, letters, uh, uh, stories, reports, notice.
Wow,
So
that sounds great.
these are the flavor. But the problem is that in my school or the most of the school in rural area in West Bengal, that teacher, the teacher, uh, the main components of that class, the teacher cannot. They lack that skill. They lack that skill. So most of the classes they speak in their mother tongue. Like my mother tongue is Bengali, so I speak Bengali, and through Bengali I teach them English. But in my opinion, it is not correct. You have you have to follow direct method. I think repetition is a kind of good way to learn any new language, like a drilling method. Suppose, but we do not follow it. This is the problem. But in the syllabus or those who are the bosses, they tell us that no, you have to follow these rules. You have to speak English most of the time in classes. But most of the cases, if we introspect ourselves, it is our fault that we can't speak English in our classroom. We give some excuses like, no, these are first generation learner, they can't understand it, so we have to use mother tongue. But I don't think so.
No, it's completely false. Yeah, the example that I've heard recently was in Canada. I think I'm not sure, do they learn English or do they learn French? But they only have class in that language. You can speak to the teacher in your mother tongue, but the teacher will always respond to you in the target language. Yeah, exactly. And in that way, the percentage of fluency, bilingualism in Canada is just through the roof. Like, it's incredible. But I laugh a little bit because I've worked in secondary schools here in Spain. Yeah. Oh my God. I've entered these schools and I have went to the teacher's desk, the English teacher's desk. And, oh, hello, how are you? Oh my God, big mistake because they can't speak English. They're too scared. If they can speak English, they're too scared to speak English. In the whole, there must have been, I don't know, 500 students, 600 maybe. And there was 2 teachers that could speak English. The rest, the other English teachers, I don't think could speak English at all. Maybe very basically. And of course, there was lots and lots of Spanish in the class. And, a lot of reading out of the book, making the subject quite dead, boring. I'm always trying to inject some energy into the class, trying to develop some passion for the language, to get them to start watching TV programs or YouTube in English, just to develop their ability a little bit, it's easier to get them passionate about it rather than just standing in front of them speaking.
Or to follow just mechanical way.
That's the easy way of saying it. Yeah,
so then you say that this is the universal problem then.
Yeah, but all the time I'm reading of India. Maybe it's because I read a lot about gurus
But
and things.
in India, so many people, actually, the percentage in India, English-speaking people are so high.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
high.
absolutely, yeah.
You can't imagine that in India, people like some thelawala, some rickshawala, some small vendor, they can speak English very fluently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, there is a competition between China and India. You have heard that. So we can defeat China, or we have the some sort of positive thing is that we are far more better in English than China. In China,
Absolutely.
they are not so much. They don't have so much exposure to English.
Yeah, absolutely. I meet a lot of people from Rajasthan.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but people from Rajasthan come into my life a lot, and they all can speak English. Whoever they worship, if they're Jains or it doesn't matter, their English is almost fluent, and I often wonder about is English an official language of India?
Actually, English right now, English is not our foreign language. Because India has so many languages, like more than 1,000. So we have
Oof.
to adopt one common language. Other than we can't communicate. Like suppose after 4-5 kilometers or 4-5 miles, there is a change of dialect of even in like me. I can't understand the dialect of Medinipur. There is another district, and they speak also in Bengali, but I can't understand all their words. Like the people in Bangladesh, they also speak Bengali, and their language, their dialect is totally different from us. So we have to
Wow.
find a common language, and English is that. So that's why India is a multilingual country, and we have to learn English. Otherwise, like suppose the West Bengal people, most of the people go to the South India, like Chennai, for various purposes, but most of the purposes to health checkup. There,
Oh,
Chennai and other the South India, the health system is far more better than us.
that's
So
far superior.
there when they do not understand Hindi. They just understand, or maybe they can't speak. They have some kind of love-hate relationship between Hindi. So even they understand it, they can't speak Hindi. So they always say Tamil, Telugu, Telugu, otherwise English, Malayalam,
Okay.
Malayalam, Kannada, or English. So you have to speak English or their mother tongue.
And where did Hindi? So these people in the south don't speak Hindi, but where did Hindi come from? Is it a recent language?
No. Hindi, just like Bengali, it also comes from Sanskrit. But there is a
Okay.
difference between Tamil is totally different from Sanskrit. And I'll tell you these things in the next hour conversation, because right now we have small, we have just a little bit
We
of
don't
time.
have enough time. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'll tell you, there is a rivalry between Tamil and Hindi in our India.
Okay.
And
I
Tamil is also very rich. I will give you a link in a YouTube link about the Tamil civilization of Tamil people, or the Tamil language, Tamil culture. This is very fascinating also.
Right. And is it the language of Tamil? Is it as rich
Yeah.
as Sanskrit? It's
It is as rich as Sanskrit, and it as old as Sanskrit.
interesting.
And it is totally different. Like Sanskrit is Indo-Germanic language, so there is a close affinity between English, Hindi, everything. Like third word comes from Tritiya. Tritiya is Sanskrit word. Brother is come from bhatri, or brother, brata. Mother is come from mata. Father is come from pita. So Sanskrit, English, all the other Germanic languages, Hindi,
Irish
Bengali,
too. There's some links.